You're watching Business Trends Today exclusively on ASBN.
Joining us today are Shane Betterton and Shayla Brown, the founders of Cattywampus Grill, a food truck and catering business that's grown into a thriving brand by combining Southern hospitality, bold flavors, and an entrepreneurial passion. Their vision has expanded beyond the food truck with Hound and Honey Manor, where they're building a sustainable farm-to-table operation focused on locally grown ingredients and mindful farming. Great to have you both with us. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Yeah, and what a cool truck sitting there behind you, Cattywampus. So let me start with you if I can, Shane. Where'd that name come from?
Well, my grandmother used to say it all the time
before
she passed, and it kind of stuck. Cattywampus being a little, uneven, different.
Sure.
And so we took that term and tried to make it a brand, and it's worked well with us. We first started making pink buns, green buns, colorful buns, and
that was the food truck buns?
Well, no, the buns for
like
our
on
your
the burgers
or
for yes,
gotcha.
Like a pink chicken and waffle sandwich.
Okay.
So we just kind of make traditional food cattywampus. So
okay,
a little different.
Cool, very cool. And how long have you all been doing this now?
Since 2014.
2014.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a journey.
So talk to us about your journey. How did you come about and decide one day, okay, we're gonna buy a food truck and start this process?
So when we met, we were just chit chatting and what we wanted to do, and we were talking about doing a restaurant. And then Shane randomly was like, "What about a food truck?" And I was like, "Oh, I never thought about that before." So we kind of looked into it. We had a friend out in California that had some trucks. He's like, "Come on, work a couple events, see if you like it," and it was fun. And we love it because we get to go to the community.
Yeah.
We're not stuck in one spot waiting for them to come to us. And so for us, it was kind of that allure, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And do you go all over Georgia with the food truck? I mean, any place that says, hey, whether we're down in South Georgia or whatever, you can go.
We did a wedding last month close to the Alabama line.
Wow.
So we travel.
Okay. And then are companies calling on you to take care of their employees as well, to say, hey, come on out, we're going to have an employee day and what have you? We see a lot of that.
We do a lot of caterings for all kinds of different big corporations. We've done movie sets. We do weddings all the time.
Okay.
Birthday parties. I mean, you name it, we do it.
That's fantastic. And talk to me about the menu, Shane. What's the menu made up of?
So probably our number one item is our burgers. We grind our meats. We mix them between beef and chorizo.
Okay.
And they're awesome, man. So we have typically a truck menu and a catering menu.
Okay.
And you can go on our website and you can see both.
Okay.
And we just take normal Southern dishes and add our flair to them. So for instance, like our sides, we have our dressed tots or dressed fries, and they come with goat cheese, our fry sauce, and green onions.
Okay.
And it's been really good.
Wow.
People love it.
Now, where did you all come up to be chefs like this? I mean, it sounds like you came from corporate America, and right?
Just self-taught. I grew up doing it with my Nana, and just love cooking.
Yeah.
Neither one of us went to any culinary school or anything.
Yeah.
Just a passion for food, honestly.
Sure.
And
we try not to overthink it.
No.
Now, with many small business owners and entrepreneurs that start out, it's a question of, okay, we're going to jump into this. Was this a side hustle for a while, or was this something you said, no, let's go ahead and do it, and we're going to live off the proceeds that come our way?
Our first few years, we were really doing well. We had 10 employees full time. Yeah, and we were a permanent vendor at Georgia Tech. Okay. And so we knew kind of this is where we wanted, and eventually started, wanted to have a family one day. Sure. And so when we thought about long term, we said, you know what, let's own our kitchen. So what we did was we took a storage container and we outfitted it for a commercial kitchen. Wow, great idea. And it paid itself within the first 2 years. No kidding. And we owned it.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Now, what we did was we took that after we moved out of the city, and we have it at our farm. Okay. And so we're able to literally go out our door, have a nice commercial kitchen with our truck, and go anywhere. Okay. Yeah.
Now you made that whole journey sound very easy, and there's a lot of entrepreneurs that go, "Wow, he stepped right into success here."
Well, I saw what they were doing in California.
Okay.
And you got to get creative because things are so expensive. Sure. And these people that charge exuberant amount of money all over the city to rent their kitchens.
Yeah. Because that's from the health department. You have to have a commercial kitchen to
Right.
go back to each night.
Right,
So
okay.
essentially you're having 2 kitchens. And for the first year and a half, we rented one, and we're like, this is just,
Whoa.
That's
if I'm
crazy.
going to
Too much
spend this, I
money.
might
Yeah.
as well spend it in something that I'm going to be able
Yeah.
to keep.
Yeah. So when you
so-
say go back to the kitchen, you can't use the truck as the kitchen?
No, sir.
No, so I can't, like at the end of an event, I can't park that anywhere I want. It has
Okay.
to be back at the commercial kitchen, whether it's a rented kitchen
Really?
that's been
Yes, sir.
approved, or
Wow.
like us, we have built a commercial kitchen that is
Okay.
approved by the health department.
Okay.
But it has to go back to it each night,
Okay.
cleaned, washed out, and then it's ready for the next event to be then loaded and go to, yes, so it's.
Most people don't know that.
No, yeah, there's
Wow,
a lot
there's a
of
lot
little.
that goes on in this
There is,
business.
yes.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. So talk to me now about this farm that I mentioned in the opener. It sounds very interesting. Hound and Honey Manor.
Yeah, that's kind of been a lifelong dream that's
Okay.
starting to come to fruition. We have bees, we have vegetables we're growing, we're
Okay.
working on getting sheep, which will also be a lamb burger down the way that we're going to have. So everything is going to be farm to table.
Okay.
And it's kind of just living off the land, how we're kind of meant to be. And
That's great.
Well, after 2020, not to step on you,
No,
after
you're fine.
2020, we really had to reinvent ourselves because we overnight Georgia Tech stopped
Oh, yeah.
because of the pandemic.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
we really were scratching our heads what we wanted to do.
Sure.
And so living off the land has always been a dream of ours.
Okay.
And so we do hydroponics, and this year we're going to be doing aquaponics.
Wow.
And we have a full-time garden that we attend to, and so we're really going to be able to incorporate what we grow
Right.
on our truck
Very
and
cool.
serve it at the private events, and we do a lot of breweries too up there.
Okay.
And so that's been really well.
Okay. Yeah, breweries seem to have really adopted to this food truck
Absolutely.
situation, right? Where they say, look, we'll provide the beer, you provide the trucks come in,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
we live in downtown Alpharetta here in Atlanta, and it's very popular down there.
Oh,
It
it
you
is.
know?
That
Yeah.
used to be our bread and butter
Right,
down
yeah,
there,
Alpharetta.
Alpharetta Nights.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yes.
not sure if they still do that.
They still do it.
Man, that
Yes, they
was so
do.
neat
Yeah.
to be around all those people.
Yeah, yeah, it's very cool. It's very popular, and people love it. You know, they get to go to each one of the trucks that's
Yeah.
got a different kind of a different
Cuisine,
menu and what
yeah.
have you, and cuisine. Yeah, it's fantastic. So, will we see more trucks? Is this something that you want to expand, or do you want to expand more in the farm?
I think, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I think before the farm really took off, we were looking at doing like a brick and mortar maybe, where the truck was still the kitchen, and if
Okay.
we had an event, we could go and another truck could come.
Okay.
But I think since we have started the farm, I think we're going more towards that, and then
Okay.
keeping just the truck.
Okay.
So we can kind of incorporate both.
Sure.
Because
And then-
Shane and I are on the truck all the time.
Okay.
So to have 2 different trucks, we would have to split up essentially. And
Gotcha.
kind of be a little bit more chaotic.
Right. And somebody could call you for just catering and not the truck? Is that possible,
I
or
mean,
is that part of the
it-
catering?
That, we've done
it's-
that before.
It's part of it, essentially. Like, they don't have to serve from the truck,
Mm-hmm.
but we would have to use it as like a holding ground for the food, cooking,
Okay.
and then we can serve it inside. So we've done some weddings where they've wanted that.
Okay.
It's like an on-site kitchen.
Sure.
And then we just serve the food to the guests versus
Okay.
them coming to the truck. But a lot of times when people hire us, it's
Yeah.
the allure of having the truck,
Sure,
something
sure.
different.
That's the fun part of it,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no question. And so when you decided we're going to do this, as many entrepreneurs say, okay, the next thing is the money.
Yeah.
You know, these things are not cheap, right, to put together, and then you don't know even if you have a business beyond that. Talk to me about the funding. Did you go outside, or is this something
Well-
that you bootstrapped, or?
Well, we live below our means, first off.
Okay.
Second, we did find some funding. We have family members helping us out.
Okay. Yeah.
And
As is the case with
yeah,
many entrepreneurs.
absolutely.
Sure. Friends and family.
And I would also think, though, that it's helped us. We don't just take every event.
Okay.
We do have minimums in place.
Okay.
And I find that a lot of trucks in this industry, they'll just take everything that pops up
Okay.
and go out there and make nothing.
Yeah.
So we do have a protocol that we do follow to ensure that we are compensated.
Yeah.
And
At least for the food aspect, and that stuff is covered.
Yeah.
So we're not losing.
Yeah, losing money.
Yeah.
Losing money.
And the idea
And that's
is that-
something that we kind of learned over the first year, really, because we were one
Right.
of those trucks that thought we had to just take whatever came our way.
Yeah.
But a lot of these events that are open vending, which
Yeah.
is the customers coming and paying, it's not a catering, you're having to pay a fee to a booker to be there. So,
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's a lot of things that you're
There's
starting
so many
kind of in the
different
hole.
things on the back end of this
Yes.
business.
Yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
we've kind of learned what is a worthy risk and
Yeah.
what is not. And
Right.
like you had said, we put minimums in place. So,
Yeah. So
we do
before
certain
you even
things.
sell the first dish or the first burger or what have you, you've got some fees in there that you say, all right, we gotta at least cover those,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
In addition
And
to the
employee
cost of the
costs
truck,
and
right?
yes, yeah.
And fuel and everything else. Has made much of an impact in your business?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It has.
And food costs actually have
and
gone
food
up
costs,
too.
yeah, for sure.
I wrote a quote the other day for a lady, because we'll comp the first 20 miles.
Okay.
Right? And then every one after that is $5.
Yeah.
Turned out to be like $700 just on mileage.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, like he had said, we go down to Cedartown, we go up the Blue Ridge. I mean, we go all over.
Yeah.
And
Right.
It's a
Okay.
good
You
trip.
can't sleep in that thing, can you?
No, because we have to take it back to the kitchen at night.
Ah, it's got to be, okay.
Unless it's like a festival event, there's variances for that
Okay.
kind of thing.
Right. And I would imagine there's a whole, there's a whole group of people policing this? Is that what, I mean, people out there from the health department that's checking to make sure that truck goes back, or what?
It just depends.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
depends
I
on the
think
health
most-
department, and if you have a history of
Sure.
doing things you're not supposed to, they're going to be
Then they're gonna-
policing you
yeah.
more. If you're doing what you're supposed to, they know they don't have to babysit you.
Sure,
kind of
sure.
thing.
So if we're having this conversation 5 years from now, where is the business? Is the farm expanded? Are you selling to restaurants from the farm? You know, you mentioned that the truck, growing more trucks is a little bit of a challenge because both of you are on the truck together, right? Where is the business 5 years from now?
You want to take that one or you want me?
You can go for it.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm the only one that asks that question, and they
No,
look
it's
at each
okay.
other and go, "That's a great question.
Yeah.
Where are we 5 years from now?"
Well, we started this business with the intentions of passing it to our kids.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's so cute. Our kids are 4 and 2 right now,
Okay.
and they're all the time when we get back from an event going on there pretending to take orders.
No,
pretending
that's
to
great.
cook.
Yeah, they love it.
That's
So
great.
we definitely want to implement them somehow into our routine.
Okay.
And with that being said, I would think that we also started with that Hound and Honey Manor. We are on Amazon selling pickleball birdhouses. We're big into pickleball.
Okay.
And so between that and selling our products that we hand make.
Yep.
Out
We're
of
showing
our
them right now on the screen, the
Oh, yeah,
pickleball
yeah.
birdhouses.
Yeah.
Those are
Look at
great.
those things.
I love it.
Do you like
It's great.
pickleball?
I love pickleball. It's
Oh,
great.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's huge up where we live. There's
Yeah.
300
It's
active
huge
members.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
but-
to answer your question,
yeah.
it's probably transitioning more to growing the farm.
Okay.
And then making that serve both purposes.
Okay.
And then still keeping the food truck, obviously. But I think we're trying to do a lot more working from home and.
Do you ever see a day that you would open, maybe it is, you open up the farm to either families or kids or what have you that want to come out and learn about farming and then also have the food truck there? Are you allowed to do that?
Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah,
can totally
yeah.
do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool.
We see that.
I think that's what we're trying to
Yeah.
lean more towards that. And we're going
Yeah.
to homeschool the kids too. So
Okay.
it's kind of taking that approach.
Yeah. So you got the farm, you're homeschooling the kids, you got the truck. When do you sleep?
We don't.
You don't sleep. You don't
don't.
sleep. What advice would you have for others that are listening to you in this great success story? I know it's a lot of hard work. I made it sound easy, but what advice would you have for other entrepreneurs, you know, that are listening to us, going, "Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun."
Yeah, I would say that if your heart is telling you to do something, definitely listen to your heart.
Okay.
Do your research. Whatever it is that they're wanting to start, to do your research.
Okay.
Shane and I did about a year's worth of research before we
Wow, a
did
year's worth,
anything
okay.
into actually building and starting the business.
Okay.
So we really made sure it's what we wanted to do.
Right.
We could handle it, you know, did hand-on experience with it in
Yeah.
that field just to really see. So I would just say if it's something that you really feel led to do, absolutely
Yeah.
do it, but don't just jump into it blindly.
Sure.
Do some research
Yeah.
and just know that it's going to be hard work. I know a big struggle for Shane and I that has always been, and we've gotten better with it obviously, but when you're an entrepreneur, you do not have a 9 to 5 that
No,
you
you
clock
don't.
into.
No. That's
So it
exactly
is
right.
24/7.
Yep.
You can't just shut it off. There's
right.
always something that you feel is going to take precedence over
Yeah.
your whatever you're doing at that moment.
Yeah.
So to try and find a healthy balance,
Sure.
because you do need to make that.
That's right.
That
No.
separation time.
That's right.
And I would piggyback onto that. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
just you know, we didn't see so many bumps happening the last 5 years, and it's been a heck of a ride.
Of
but
course, yeah.
we've overcome together, and
Yeah.
you know, we love each
Yeah.
other, and so
Yeah.
it helps that having
Yeah.
that relationship in
Sure.
place. But we have to remember that try to have some fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
truck over July 4th. It was 122 on the truck.
Yeah. Wow.
122.
Oh my gosh.
Now we do hot yoga on the side, so we're used to that heat.
When you're not watching homeschooling the kids or doing the truck at the farm, we also do hot yoga.
Hot yoga.
Right.
But
so that
yeah,
just
so it's
prepares you for the truck.
right. So it's intense, but you know, also an exit strategy.
Yeah.
Right. We had talked about an exit strategy and
Yeah.
something in place for that. I think it's important.
Yeah. So you touched on something that since you went there, I think it's okay for me to ask. But how is it working with your significant other? Because I work with mine. Yeah. We have our moments, right? It's like I want to do something one way, she wants to do it the other way. You can guess who's going to win on that. She does. But no, I mean it is a challenge sometimes. You know, there's time we'll go on vacation together and we'll be on the beach and we'll be like, did you make the payroll? Did you make?
Yeah.
It never leaves
doesn't.
you, right?
No.
Did you get that contract? Did we get a payment on that? Did we get, you know what? And it just never leaves you. And I think people underestimate that. They see a beautiful couple here and they go, oh my God, we want to do that. That sounds like so much fun, but it's not always so much fun, is it?
It takes work. It
does
take work.
Yeah.
There has been plenty of times where Shane and I have, you know, kind of been just
frazzled.
Yeah.
And, It's your
especially
fault.
in a high industry that we're doing when we're having, you know, endless lines of people and you're trying to make sure you serve them efficiently enough, quickly enough, make sure it's done right. You know, it can be stressful, but I think that because of those trials that we've gone through, we have decided to work through them and try and get to the better part of it, and it's just worked for us. And so it's not easy, but I mean, any relationship, regardless if you work together or not,
that's right.
Takes
that's
work.
Right.
And
now,
so if you're willing to put that
in
work
your case too, you worked separately in other fields and then came together to work on this. So not only is it the first time you're opening up a business, but it's the first time you're working together as a couple, right?
It was, and it was very soon after meeting.
Hey, do you know where we met? You know how we met?
How'd you meet?
Match.com.
Did you really?
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know if that's still around.
That Match is still around. That's right.
Yeah.
That's
we hit it off.
That's great.
We
oh
just,
my gosh.
I think it was 3 or 4 months of dating, and we started talking about the business.
Wow.
And we kind of just.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was a lot, and we moved fast, but I don't regret it.
Is that
regret
in your
it.
Match profile? I want to open up a food truck.
No.
Oh my God, that's just what I'm looking for.
No, so mine was very basic. My best friend did it behind my back for me because
kidding.
I was a homebody and I just spent my time with my family. And so she's like, I made you a Match page.
Oh my
gosh. I was like, you did what?
Yeah, right. I was going to say, I don't know if that's a friend or
No,
what. That's
she's a good friend.
That's fantastic.
She's my best friend. So.
Yes.
No, it's been a fun ride. It's had its challenges, but we've overcome each one of them, and it's been worth it.
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. I bet your kids are so excited about this as well.
They are.
Right?
Oh, that's their truck. They love it. They're like,
That's our truck. They love that. They're still getting the name down. Cattywampus.
Yeah.
Cattywampus?
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, this is one of those success stories that I know all of our viewers and subscribers are going to get a lot out of because it's a fun type business. I mean, you see the truck. You know, who doesn't like to go to a food truck? And you know, here you guys own it. You're benefiting from that. Now you got the farm. Of course, you got the kids too, which is phenomenal.
And Jim, we stand behind our burgers. Like, you come taste our burger. I'll put it
coming.
up against
I'm coming.
any burger out there, and I love that. I love saying
we're
that.
showing it. We're showing it right now. That looks like an amazing burger.
That's our pork sandwich.
Oh, okay. Well, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's the Miss Piggy. But we actually
Miss
won.
Piggy.
We've won actually events.
Yeah.
Wow.
At some of the festivals we've done, we've won Best Burger.
Best Burger.
That's huge.
It is.
If
I
you're
feel
winning Best
accomplished
Burger,
of that.
that's right. Wow, that is pretty. You should have that in the truck someplace. That
I
we
know.
won Best Burger.
I just saw a burger competition that we need to enter into. I think.
Now I see on the truck you've got all of your social media handles.
Yes, sir.
How much does social media play in building your business and getting the word out?
Huge. I mean, it's
I
our
would
number
bet.
one tool right
Yeah.
now. It allows us advertising, and maybe not our number one.
No, I would say probably number one tool, yes. But I think the biggest thing that has helped us grow is the people that we have done events with.
Yes.
They speak volumes about our business, our
Reoccurring.
professionalism, and
Sure.
the food.
That's
and
great.
so we actually have gotten so much reoccurring because of events that we have done in the past. And to
that's-
me, that's more important than a paid ad or something.
And then much like we do a lot on franchising here as well, probably a franchise opportunity here, but we do a lot on franchising, and whenever I talk to a franchisor, they said we grow by our customers. They'll come in and they say, oh my gosh, I love this cheesecake. We're going to buy one of your cheesecake franchises, or I always get my hair cut here. I think I want to buy one of these franchises. Have you found that to be the case where the customer you're serving to ends up going, hey, I want you to come over to my company, or I want to use you at our... Yeah.
Or we'll do an event at that company, or we'll do a birthday party, and they're like, okay, now we'll leave that birthday party, and we have 5 more birthday parties they want us to do.
Exactly.
Or, you know, 5 more
graduation
companies.
season too.
Yeah.
Is
huge.
So we actually back to Georgia Tech. It was really neat. We had been there for so long and served so many kids that they ended up calling us to do their weddings.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
so it's like you see the progression of them going through school and then meeting somebody and then getting married, and it's a neat part of the business.
I would imagine it hurts when somebody calls up and says, hey, I need you for 4th of July, and we're booked. Sorry, we're both sorry.
Yeah.
Does that happen a lot?
It does.
Yeah.
And we hate to turn down business and hate to say no to anybody. And so we're like, oh, is there another date that might work for you that we can try and get you in, you know?
Right.
So.
Having said that, does that kind of, if it happens enough, if it were me, I'd go, we're getting another truck.
Yeah.
You're on that truck, I'm on this truck. You know, because it's got to be a sting, right? If you go, wow, we turned down 5 different events this week or this
maybe
month.
in the past that would have been more our mind thought, and maybe I don't know if now, but I think we want to spend so much more time with our children and be home with them too. So we know what we need to take to make things meet essentially, and others is just extra, and so we don't want to throw everything into that and then neglect the other stuff. So I think we're okay now with that.
But if we did a second truck, we've always talked about a dessert truck, like an icy truck or something like that, an ice cream truck. My buddy back in high school, he's 70, he passed away, but he had an icy truck. And he did really well. And he loved it because he would go to baseball games and football games and just park at parks. And there's air conditioning.
Oh yeah, there is.
But also with that, we wouldn't have to be on the truck. We could have someone else do it and not worry about it. So.
And the profit margin is huge. You're talking about ice with a little flavor on it. The food you're doing that we just took no waste. I mean, it's shaved ice. Here's $3, and you just made $3.
Exactly.
I know.
Right? Yeah, it's a beautiful.
And you didn't
it's a great
have to
idea.
sweat.
That's right.
No.
The air conditioning is a big thing with Shane.
Oh, it is.
Oh man. Well, I mean, we've actually it's been like a really roller coaster of people working on our truck, because you have to be fit. You have to be able to pick up. You have to be able to handle heat. And on top of it, you got to be healthy. I would think.
That's right. That's right. Do you ever run out of food because you're taking every? You do, where it's like
because there's only so much you can put in there. I mean, I have a good amount of storage, but there's only so much you can put. So in certain events, you can easily run out of food.
Oh wow,
we tried to prevent that because I don't like to run out of food.
Festivals we run out.
But if it's a catering or something, I know my head count. I always bring extra, and I never run out of food.
That's great. Never run out of food. No. Shane Betterton and Shayla Brown, thank you so much for joining us on the show. This has been great. I know that our viewers are going to get a lot out of this. We'll probably get a lot of emails or comments on social media. I want to do this. These two sound like they're having so much fun. So.
And reach out to us if you ever have any questions.
Very cool.
We always are welcome to help anybody.
That's a great opportunity.
We were there
once,
once,
of you. And
I know that it's a community. We're in a community, so we'd love to help give back in any way we can.
Is there an association of food truck people?
There is, but we actually aren't a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, another fee.
And we used to be when we were down here, and but no, we're not anymore. But there probably are a couple of them.
Sure. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Trends today exclusively on ASBN.